Okay, guys, so we are now in the part of the fish cracker session. I'm sure that you were all also very blessed with the talk. I saw so many comments, and I definitely agree this talk was such a blessing, especially during the start of this year. And now, as one of the topics that we talked about earlier, it's about health and fitness, and we have a special guest. So I'm very honored to be the one to introduce her. So, Brother Brian, can you flash yung first slide? Yan. Okay. So, our guest for today is a nutrition and lifestyle coach. She is a registered nutritionist-dietitian. She graduated BS Community Nutrition from UP Diliman. She is a board top-notcher nutritionist-dietitian licensure exam last 2014. She is a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner. She's part of the American Council of Exercise, and she's ACE certified personal trainer, weight management specialist, fitness nutrition specialist, and she's worked with a lot of big companies and names such as TV5, Abbott Pediasure, Smart Parenting, Dissident Creative Studios, Taters Inc., Nuthera, and Potatoes USA. And aside from this very full credentials that she has, she is also very close to my heart, and I love this girl very much. So I'm very honored to introduce our guest for today, Miss Julianne Malong-Amorado. Okay, can we have her?
Ayan.
Okay.
Hi, Marga.
Hello.
And hi,
Hello.
everybody. Ay, nako.
Ayan. Oo nga, ito na.
Nakakamiss talaga mag-feast, diba? In person. Tapos fish crackers, yes.
Tama, oo nga. Baka may fish crackers ka dyan, pwede na kumain habang tayo nagtutok. Ayan, so siguro to give everyone an idea rin of what's going to happen. So of course, we have our special guest, Julianne, and I'm going to give her a few questions, and of course, she will be discussing it. So medyo conversation type. So alam ko medyo late na, so thank you for everyone who's still here, who's still watching. If may snacks kayo, go ahead, eat it, kasi medyo baka magigilty lang tayo pag medyo sweets yung kinakain pag pinag-uusapan ni Julian. Health, fitness. Nakahiga ka sa couch. Ayan. So, okay. Would you like to start already?
Yeah, sure. So, before we start, since andito pa ba si brother to? Halika, hot seat ka namin. Actually, si brother to, ayan, kung hindi nyo, ang relationship namin ni brother to is after ng bawat feast. Pag brother to, yung damit mo parang fit na. Yan, alam niya yan. Yun yung lagi namin relationship. Oh, brother to, donate mo na ba? Nagiging medium ka na. Donate mo na yung mga large. Yung mga Ayan.
Sana lagi.
Pero nakakatawa, brother to. Medium ka na ba?
Medyo malaki pa rin.
Pero nakakatuwa po yung mga pinopost nyo palagi. Sobrang committed.
Oo,
yes. Very inspiring talaga.
Amen.
Kasi
Amen.
itong yung si Marga, ako syempre brother to, 'di ba? Nung 2020 parang sobrang disrupted yung environment, 'di ba? Hindi makalabas.
Yeah.
Ayan. So sabi ko nga, nag-uusap kami ni Marga earlier, sabi ko nga, sana this 2021 in terms of health and fitness, nasa acceptance stage na tayo, 'di ba? And we are making our goals, 'di ba? Gumawa na tayo ng goals, gumawa na tayo ng expectations. Maniwala na tayo sa sarili natin na matutupad, 'di ba? Kasi kailangan natin mag-adjust. Bagong taon. Yan. So kung seryoso na ba tayo sa fitness goals? Yan si ating blooming bride, Marga.
Bride to you.
Si Brother Mark, isa pa yung si Brother Mark nagko-comment.
Proud Ninong.
Proud Ninong. Ninong.
Go inaanak.
Next.
Okay. So, I just want to ask the two of you, before you met me, may na-meet na ba kayo na ibang nutritionist?
Ako wala pa.
Ako rin wala pa.
Ayan.
Wala pa talaga.
So, grabe no? Ang hirap in the Philippines. Parang yung mga Pilipino, nakakamit lang ng doktor kapag talagang sobra na yung nararamdaman nila sa katawan, diba? So, paano pa kaya yung nutritionist? And we always say, prevention is better than cure. Pero bakit hindi ka kumakausap nung tao na magtuturo sa'yo ng prevention? Di ba? Ayan. So, as a nutritionist, I just want to share, Brother Brian, patingin ng second slide. So, yung mga nutritionist, since mailap kami, usually nasa research community, academe, pwedeng nasa food and beverage. So, kami nag-check ng mga pinapalabas na food. So, food safety. Pwede rin sa hospital. Sa hospital, di mo na kasi nami-meet yung mga nutritionist na gumagawa ng food. But then, meron ding nutritionist nasa fitness and lifestyle setting. So, ako, nasa fitness coaching, mga lifestyle coaching. So, yung mga friends ko, yung mga life coaches, yan sila. Sis Ann, sila Coach Ning, Coach Edwin, Soriano, yan yung mga friends ko. So, goal ko talaga, mas madaming tao na ma-reach. So, instead na parang more on one-on-one, talagang pinapatulan ko talaga lahat ng pwedeng talk na maraming ma-reach. Kasi kailangan talaga yung prevention, makarating yung message.
Agree, definitely agree. Actually, narinig ko na mag-speak si Julian before. She's spoken many times already and very practical talaga yung advice na binibigay niya. Ang dami doon parang, okay. So a lot of it siguro pag-uusapan din today. Ayan.
Yes.
So, yan, very excited. Mukhang excited ng ating mga nanonood. By the way, guys, so if you have comments while we're still discussing, so feel free to type it down.
Yes.
Okay lang. Kasi naman, casual conversation pa rin tayo.
Yes.
Yung si brother to, nagulat nga eh.
Okay. Casually lang.
Yung kayo mga viewers, kasama namin kayo dito. So, kapag ka nakadelete kayo, or tama ganyan ako. Yan, just type it in the comments. We just want to hear from everybody.
Ibubuking yung sarili.
Ayan. So,
ganyan ako.
Yes.
Ayan. So,
sige na, brother to.
Isasama pa ba natin si brother?
Hindi, magre-relax na si brother to.
Manonood ako. In the background.
Ayan.
Let's go, Sis Marga. Meron ka bang, meron kaya mga questions, katanungan?
Yeah, so sa first part naman, so yung na-explain mo naman, like, what your role is, so what you do, and diba sabi mo nga, you focus more on sa lifestyle. Minsan, marami ka mga kausap rin, like, for example, mga titas, mga moms.
Yes.
Sila talaga yun. Kasi ilang beses ko na napanood yung Pediasure mo. Wala nga ako anak pero I mean, it's good information to know diba? Kasi may mga pamangkin ako, ganyan. So, nasi-share ko rin sa kanila. So, yan, really nice. Lots of really good advice. So, I think one of yung biggest questions kasi na lagi ko rin naririnig from everyone is yung word na diet. So, for you ba, what does diet really mean? Ano ba talaga ibig sabihin ng diet? Kasi parang ang dami niyang different meanings used in different ways eh. So, yun siguro, first question.
So, ano ba yung diet na yan? For sure, nung mga reunion, kung may nag-reunion, kung may mga nakamit sa inyo mga tito-tita nyo nung holidays, tinanong kayo or sinabihan kayo, nagda-diet ka ba? Mag-diet ka nga. So, masakit, di ba? Masakit siya kasi bakit ba? I thought I am accepted and loved. Yan. Pero ito guys, yung...
Ganon. Comment ng ganon. Ako.
So pag sinasabi natin na nagda-diet ako, it's the same with yung sinasabi natin na traffic ako. Kasi yung word na traffic, di ba may low traffic, di ba? May heavy traffic, may moderate traffic. When it comes to diet, ano ba yung totoong meaning niya? So kunyari, yung diet ko, or diet ni Marga, diet simply means anong kinakain mo, gaano karami, at gaano kadalas. So, it's really a pattern of eating. It's the meaning. So, kunyari, meron ding special patterns of eating. So, for example, merong diet for diabetes, diet for weight loss, diet for hypertension. So, ganyan. So, if we want to say na tayo ay nagpapaka-fit, I am doing a weight loss diet. Ganyan natin sabihin. So, hindi talaga siya word na pang-insulto. So, ayan, it's really the pattern of eating. So, next slide, please, Brian. Ayan. So, paano natin nasasabi na okay yung diet natin? So, ito yung healthy plate checklist. Okay? So, lahat ng kinakain mo, especially yung main meals in a day, Yan. So, check ba kung low in cholesterol, check kung low in saturated fats, low sodium content, sakto yung protein content para sa'yo, hindi pang 3 araw, yung, yung liempo na kinain mo.
Buffet
Moderate
araw-araw.
glycemic load. Yes, yan. Mga kasi, bawal daw may matira. Diba mga ganyan?
Ay, oo nga.
And then high fiber content. So, mention ni Sis Marga kanina, kung meron kayong snacks, go ahead. If you like chocolate, dark chocolate, go ahead. So, kung meron kang treats na gusto, anong favorite mo, Marga, na treat or dessert?
Treat? Di na ako masyadong ma-chocolate eh. Pero siguro yun, yung naging treat ko. Kasi hindi ko na siya masyado kinakain.
Ayan. So, marami nagsasabi, paano po maiiwasan yung treats? Ako, ang sagot ko, nutritionist, sasagot sa inyo nito. Kung meron kang gusto na treat, kainin mo siya. Basta, kainin mo siya in moderation. So, ano ba yung moderation? Siguro twice a week, max, yung mga treats mo. This is, kung gusto natin mag-commit to a healthier lifestyle. Pero, di ako naniniwala masyado sa replace yung kanin ng adlay. Replace, diba? Kasi iba yung saya mo. Diba?
Yeah.
Iba, Filipinos tayo. So, gusto natin yan. So, merong mga hindi pwedeng alisin. We just have to learn to make our main meals healthy talaga.
Healthy.
Diba? And then yung snacks natin. Sige lang. And ito nga yung sinasabi ko. Kunyari, meron kang red velvet cake and you really love it. So, instead of eating it by yourself, pagka-sad ka, ganyan, kainin mo siya, tawagin mo lahat ng nasa bahay. Guys, may red velvet cake ako. I wanna eat this.
Damay-damay tayo.
Oo, damay mo talaga. Tawagin mo yung asawa mo, yung anak mo, yung mga kapatid mo, to share kayo. And that way, hindi ka talaga, hindi nasusobre yung energy intake mo.
Yeah. Lots of good points.
Why is it that when people diet, they are masungit? Hindi. Sa tingin mo, Marga, why?
Hindi ko alam eh. Parang ganun din ata.
Masungit pag nasa diet. Ayan. So,
gusto ko ng
kapag
treat.
kasi, ganito guys. So, we are very intimate with food. Imagine, di ba, kaya nga sa slumbook, tinatanong ka, anong favorite food mo? It's a very intimate question.
Totoo naman.
Anong cuisine mo, intimate siya. So, yung mga nagda-diet kasi, when we do it incorrectly, pag mali yung pagda-diet natin na parang we deprive ourselves, we lose yung mga gusto natin na food, ganyan. It's really yung sense of loss. Pangit nung mindset na ganun eh. Diba? So when we do a weight loss diet or any healthy diet, we should focus on addition. Diba? What do you add? I am adding healthier foods to my diet. If you add healthier foods to your diet, hindi ka nakafocus doon sa nabawala. Okay? I am enjoying my chocolates as a very, very talagang good standard treat for myself. Hindi ko na siya inaaraw-araw. Mga ganyan. I'm adding more water. So, sometimes pag medyo empty feeling yung stomach ko, try ko muna sa water. Diba? Better than your food after. Yeah. Water. Ayan. I am adding more sleep. Diba? I'm sleeping earlier para hindi ako napapasnacks. Diba?
Yeah.
Sino na ba yung ngayon? Mga K-drama ngayon sa startup. Yan. Ayan.
Uso na rin ang K-drama related snacks eh.
Yes. Yeah. So, addition tayo. Focus tayo sa addition kaysa subtraction. Yeah.
Wala, daming good points, di ko ma-summarize. Pero I
Okay
think,
lang.
siguro first to start with, like yung sa diet, definitely maganda yung analogy pagdating sa traffic. Kasi tama eh, like when you say traffic, usually, di ba yun nga yung sinasabi natin, traffic, pero parang light lang ba yung traffic? Heavy traffic ba? As hindi gumagalaw? I mean, iba talaga yung meaning niya. So it's a really good way to look at it. Plus parang another thing of not depriving yourself. Kasi madalas ko rin narinig yun, like growing up, na I'm eating generally healthy naman, tapos biglang mag-treat lang ako minsan, bakit ka ganyan? Ay, masama.
Guilt trip agad. Oo,
Oo.
bakit
So,
parang kasalanan ko? Agad.
ngayon lang. Tapos iyak ka pa, anong bata. Ayan. So yeah,
Yeah.
siguro in line with that statement or parang that thought, what would be your insight on why nutrition is actually important in our life? Bakit nga ba siya talagang importante?
Okay, so nutrition is important in our lifetime. Kung meron kayong ipopost about natutunan nyo today, this is all health outcomes are cumulative. Okay, so all health outcomes are cumulative. So for example, meron tayong case study person, 30-year-old siya. Tapos meron siyang diabetes, meron siyang overweight, ganyan. Pero kung tatanungin mo siya, bakit mo gustong pumayat agad? Diba? Pero yung health outcomes na you're experiencing right now, it's a sum of everything that happened since you were in your mother's womb. Why? Kasi diba may nutrition ka na nun? It's just that galing sa parent, sa mother mo yung nutrition na nakakuha mo. So, at a young age, kaya nga kung meron ditong mga mommies, at a young age, we really need to give children good food, proper nutrition. Kasi meron tinatawag na metabolic programming. So for example, may mga moms na diabetic sila while pregnant. So malaki yung chance na diabetic din yung anak in the future kasi yung programming ng katawan sanay sa mataas yung asukal. So parang nagre-react na siya sa ganun. So imagine, we can show the next slide for Brother Brian. Ayan. So imagine, kumbaga sa HACCP, yung critical control points para maging malinis yung isang facility, meron ding critical control points for nutrition. So if you give proper nutrition to a baby, okay, and you give proper nutrition to a child, to an adolescent person, diba? Yeah. Adolescents, dyan nagde-develop yung reproductive system, yung mga secondary, diba? Yung mga secondary looks natin. Then, for adults, since most of people who are watching are adults, ano naman yung goal natin for nutrition at this time? It's to age with grace, diba? To age beautifully, and to prolong yung function ng katawan natin, diba? Yeah. Function ng lahat ng nasa loob, lahat ng nasa labas, pati yung skeletal and muscular system. Kailangan natin siyang i-prolong. Kasi ang hirap, diba? Na-imagine mo ba, alam mo, si Marga, pag may nagtatanong sa akin, ano yung biggest fear ko? Yung biggest fear ko is, yung picture na nasa bed ako, nasa hospital bed ako, tapos maraming, maintenance machines. Yan yung aking biggest fear. Kasi, pwede naman siyang, preventable siya eh. Diba? Preventable siya. So, parang, when I resign myself na maging, okay na to, okay na kahit di ako pumayat, okay na hindi ako maging healthy. Naaalala ko yung picture na yun. Parang, it's something I don't want to see happen to me or anyone that I love around me. Ayan.
Definitely, oo nga. I think that's a very scary thought and fear that we all have. Especially as adults. Yun ang iniisip mo eh. Parang, kailangan, sometimes not even just for ourselves eh, pero parang we have that thought because we think about the people around us, like yung family natin, or for example, yung spouse, children, ganyan. Yung may iwan. So, yeah, definitely, related nga talaga yun, yung importance nyo rin, not only comes just because of yung sa sarili natin, pero also for the people around us. Yeah, so, when it comes naman to,
So sabi ko, so kung ibabalik natin dun sa all health outcomes are cumulative. So, kung 20-year-old person ka ngayon, if you continue on the path of unhealthiness, hindi mo kasi na-feel yung effects right now eh. Pero ma-feel mo siya at your 20, 30, 40 years from now. And we wanna enjoy our life. When retired tayo, diba? Ang sad naman, retired ka na. Enjoy mo na yung insurance benefits. Pero, diba? Hindi ka makapag-travel, masakit yung tuhod.
Oo nga.
Okay.
Kaya important yung now eh. So, in relation din dun sa sabi mo, you're also mentioned something about yung management, weight management. So, what does it mean ba? Or what is the importance of weight management? Parang, is there a certain like weight that we need to achieve? Or ano ba? How does that work?
Yan. Okay. So, ito, tignan natin yung nasa screen right now. If you want to know your target weight, kailangan alam mo lang yung height mo in meters. So, yes. So, for example, ako ay 5'3". So, that's 162 centimeters. Gawin mo siyang, so move mo ng decimal point 2 times. Sure. Math. So, 1.6. So, para makuha yung target weight na 5'3" na person, babae or lalaki, 21 times 1.62 times 1.62 ulit. And that is your target weight. So, it doesn't mean na hindi ka healthy pag hindi mo yun na-reach. It just means na, di ba, parang sabi niya is mag-goal ka for the moon. Kasi kahit di mo ma-reach yung moon, di ba, at least andun ka around that area. And that's the weight na comfortable yung katawan mong dalhin. Ayan. So, weight management is important kasi, di ba, kunyari, si Marga is a closed system. Kasi enclosed yung organs mo sa skin mo. Ang hirap na pagka open system. Hindi yung yung mga
zombie lang.
Yan. So, every person is a closed system. So, ibig sabihin, meron din tayong limit. So, parang yung world natin, hindi ka pwedeng mag-overfishing, hindi ka pwedeng mag-overputol ng trees, kasi lahat affected. So, our body is a closed system. Our weight dictates yung mga risk na pwedeng mangyari in our future health natin. And it's one of the ways para ma-ensure natin okay. So, meron question dito
Sis Jonna. Sis Jonna, can we see the comment? Yan. So, Coach Julian, what is your take on doing microbiome diet to improve gut health and prolong our healthy years? Mostly kasi Western food ang available research. Any suggestions in terms of Filipino food or diet?
Ayan. Thank you for the question, Sis Zona. And yung kung microbiome diet, kung narinig nyo na yung Yakult, parang ganun yan. Kasi Yakult. Ang focus naman nito is yung mga, alam nyo ba meron tayong mga alaga? Hindi bulate ha. Hindi bulate.
Iba ata yun.
Good and bad bacteria in our gut. Okay? So ngayon, ito na yung inaaral. And ito, Sis Marga, I don't know. If narinig mo na yung gut brain. So meron tayong brain in our head. But may sariling utak yung gut natin, yung intestines natin. Okay? And yung brain ng intestines natin are good bacteria. Or kung bad bacteria yun nandyan. So, when we think about microbiome, para siyang colonizers. So, either you're colonized by bad bacteria, symptoms niyan, maraming pimples lagi, diba, maraming nakatik-katig. Pero, pwede ka rin colonized by good bacteria. And how do you do that? You really actively, intentionally introduce good bacteria in your body. And why is that helpful to you if you want a healthy diet? Because the bacteria, because may sariling utak nga siya, sila yung nagde-dictate kung ano yung i-crave ng katawan mo. Diba? Sobrang amazing, no? Na parang, okay, so kapag pala bad bacteria yung laman ng gut ko, ang gusto nilang kainin ay yung high-fat, high-sugar na foods. And if you have healthy bacteria in your gut, they demand high-fiber and nutritious fruits and vegetables. That's what happens. So, kaya nga, yung mga nauusong ngayon, natry mo ba yung mag-apple cider vinegar? Uminom ng ganyan?
Hindi pa, pero I know a few feasters that do and do recommend that.
Yan. So, apple cider vinegar, yung mga nagpo-promote ng kefir, yogurt, smoothies, kimchi.
Si Shamsi, yung kefir iniinom niya.
Kefir? Okay. Hindi ko kasi matake yung smell nun. Diba? Meron siyang
Ako din.
Hindi rin ako kombucha. Yan. So, yan, si Roder to. Ang galing. Yan. Commitment talaga yan.
Interesting to know that, kasi ganun pala yun. Talagang kung ano yung pinuputin mo, yun rin yung kine-crave mo.
Pero yung iba, nagpo-probiotic sila.
Mm-mm.
Pero hindi sila makain ng gulay. Walang effect kasi hindi mo fini-feed eh. Diba? It's a living organism. So, hindi mo pinakain. Mamamatay lang din sila. And ito nga, I just wanna share na parang, diba, 2020. So, kapag ka nag-antibiotics ako in a year, feeling ko, it's one of my failures for the year. Why? Ayoko talagang mag-antibiotics. Why? Kasi when you mag-antibiotics ka 7 days yon, and what it does is, it wipes away 2 years worth ng healthy gut, healthy microbiome. 2 years worth. So, imagine mo, kapag ka ginawa mo yun sa bata, diba? Sakitin bata kasi hindi good yung nutrition. So, pinag-antibiotic mo, mas nagiging sakitin pa siya. Ewan ko kung napapansin niyo yun sa mga pamangkin na sakitin. Kapag ka lagi silang ina-antibiotic, mas parang hindi gumagaling. So, yun yung pinupush ko for myself na parang hanggat kaya na natural, dietary supplement, hindi ako mag-antibiotic. I really push for that kasi mas, it does more harm then.
Yeah. Actually, I remember you telling me that when I got sick, siguro early this year, before all of this happened, I had to take antibiotics, na-mention mo nga yun, tas gulat na gulat ako. Sabi ko, 2 years? Grabe na, nagulat yung core ko. Kaya, that's really something important to know. And parang, kagulat lang.
Diba, kung hindi mo siya alam, diba, minsan pagka after natin mag-antibiotic, parang wala lang. Wala tayong gagawin, diba, to replenish. Kasi hindi naman natin alam eh. Ako, recent studies lang talaga to. So, thank you, Sis Jonah, for sharing it. Recent studies within the past 5 to 10 years lang talaga siya nabibigyan ng focus and sobrang helpful niya to maintain health. Brian Kevin, hello! Cousin ng
Brian
husband.
What would be the first meal ba kung madali ka saktan ng tiyan? Saktan ng tiyan, wow. Sakit pag sinasaktan kahit ng tiyan. Even oatmeal feels gastric acid or juice na lang?
Or juice na lang. Okay. So kung meron kasing different reasons bakit sasakit yung tiyan. So either gutom ka or kung may hyperacidity ka. Okay. So ano ba yung mga food na pupush ng production ng gastric acid is usually food with high protein. Okay? Kasi yung pinaka tinutunaw ng tiyan are proteins. Kasi yung mga fats sa intestines pa yun tutunaw. So, kung kailangan mo ng food na mong kakainin in a day, so make sure na lang siya, high fiber carbohydrates. Okay? Just some good, wholesome carbohydrates. So, pwede, even oatmeal feels gastric acid. O kapag juice, diba, kapag ka mas less yung processing na kailangan gawin ng body, mas reactive yung katawan mo. Okay? So, meron kasing ginagawang special diet kapag ka, diba, kunyari, may nararamdaman ng, discomfort sa body. May tinatawag na elimination diet na parang sisimulan mo siya first 2 weeks na very plain diet. Tapos parang nag-i-introduce ka pa isa-isa lang. Ginagawa rin yun sa kids, di ba? Para malaman kung ano yung allergies mo. Yan. So, kailangan kung kaya mo mag-power through elimination diet, yan. Pwede mo yung i-try para ma-pinpoint mo talaga ano yung ayaw ng katawan mo. Kasi di ba, ang hirap pag hindi mo alam kung anong ayaw. Parang, nangati ako. Nangati ka na lang. Diba? Yung mga gano'n.
Yeah. Actually, hirap nga pagdating sa food. We have another question from Chachi. Ayan. So, how to replenish after you've taken antibiotics? I've undergone minor surgery kasi last August, 1 month ata ako nag-antibiotics.
Wow.
Haba pala ng time.
Okay.
Grabe.
1 month nag-antibiotics. Siguro, medyo major surgery yun para
ganun
talagang
katagal.
malinis. Okay. Pwede niyo po akong i-PM. Meron akong probiotic na ginagamit and it's 0 calories. So, kasi diba, kunyari, gusto mo mag-weight loss diet, tapos mag-Yakult ka. Diba, aminin, pagka may Yakult sa ref, hindi ka nagsustop sa isa lang. Diba? So, parang...
Nako. Diba, alam mo ba na out of stock ang mga Yakult at some point during this ECQ for some reason.
Oo. Yung daw. Syempre, totoo naman, nag-push naman, one of our immune system barriers din yung probiotics na yan.
Yeah.
Imagine, kapag mababa yung, syempre sila parang soldiers mo rin sila sa body other than they help you with good digestion. They're also part of your immune system. So, kung kaya mong iwasan yung mga bacterial na sakit din, kaya.
Yeah.
So, yan, Sis Chachi, you can PM me sa Facebook, Julianne Malong-R&D. I can push you for that para ma-correct natin siya agad.
Yes. So, parang in relation to all of that, ano pa ba yung mga factors which would normally affect yung overall health natin aside from the ones you've already mentioned?
Okay. So, what are other factors? Asawa. Joke lang. Hindi, totoo. Yung mga kasama mo sa bahay, your environment affect what you eat. Kasi, di ba, syempre, alangan namang, tatlo kayo sa bahay, may sarili ka. So, it's part of it. So, sabihin na lang natin yung environment. And then, sige, pwede po natin pakita yung picture kasi cute siya. Okay, so sleep. Sleep affects your overall health. Okay? So, meron tayong organs sa katawan na martyr. Okay? Walang pain receptors, hindi nagre-reklamo. Ano yan? That's your liver. Okay? Your liver actually commands most of the metabolism in your body. So, imagine, di ba, kailangan mo ng energy. So, carb, protein, fat, liver mo gagawa nun. Liver mo gumagawa ng immune factors. Liver mo yung naglilinis ng pag may toxic waste product na kailangan i-process para itapon. Liver mo gagawa nun. Liver mo nagko-convert ng sugars, ng proteins. So, marami talaga siyang ginagawa. Pero wala siyang pain receptors. Unlike, kunyari, may heartburn ka. Papacheck mo, di ba? So, with our liver, sobrang martyr niya. And the only rest it gets is when we have a deep sleep. That's the only time nakakapag-rest siya. Okay, dun lang siya bumabagal. So, kaya nga, in our BPO communities, usually yun yung nagiging illness nila. So, liver yung nagkakasakit, tumataas masyado yung white blood cells, talagang out of whack yung mga, dahil sobrang imbalance ng tulog mo Imbalance. So, gumagawa ng sobrang white blood cells, taas. Diba? Mataas yung AST, ALT sa blood chem, ganyan. So, kung kaya naman natin matulog and hindi natin kailangan magpuyat, let's go for it. So, 7 to 9 hours. Let's do it.
And then, hirap ko
tulog.
Sleep,
Business?
talaga.
Ano ka ba? Nahirapan ka pa ba mag-sleep ngayon?
Yes, medyo naka-adjust na. Parang, ang nangyari kasi, after kunyari, get sick, tapos alam mo yun, nahirapan ka kasi matulog and everything. After nun, hirap na ulit yung body ko na makatulog. So, slowly getting it back. Pero, slowly nga. So, slow. Yan,
Sa sleep naman, merong mga rituals, diba, na pwede kang gawin. Kung may gusto kang essential oil, kung kailangan mo mag-take ng melatonin na supplement, yung mga ganyan pwedeng gawin. Okay, and then balik tayo sa picture. Yes. Sa picture, we have hydration. Okay, 75% of your body is water. So, water balances yung mga toxic waste. So, yung nagbubuhat. Diba? Kasi pag nagwiwi ka, lalabas doon. And then, yung electrolytes, andyan din sa tubig. And then, yung dugo mo, gawa sa tubig, diba? Yeah. So, kailangan laging bagong water, bagong clean water. Hindi po water yung ice tea. Okay? Kasi diuretic. Kasi pag sinabi natin water, hindi din yan water. Diba? So, water is just pure, diba? Unadulterated, walang flavorings, walang sugar, ganyan. Yung tubig, tayo natin na i-appreciate siya at its purest form. And then, itong lolo and lola na nag-exercise, physical activity. So, ito guys, yung mga gustong magpapayat this year, kaya nyo magpapayat ng diet lang. Okay? Kaya lang, pangit yung kakalabasan. Why? Kasi diba, yung mga taba natin na under the skin. So, pag ka nag-diet lang, tapos hindi ka nag-toning, mga lawlaw yung kakalabasan. Na-imagine mo ba? Nawala yung taba, pero yung skin mo, yung muscles mo, hindi siya nag-adjust dun sa weight loss. Oo, kaya perfect talaga kung gumagalaw ka. yung mga favorite ko sa YouTube na workouts, kasi diba, we wanna be safe. If yoga with Adrian. And then merong si Logie Latis, Fitness Bender, and Mad Fit yan. So, pwede nyo akong i-PM for that ulit later. Merong nagtanong dito.
Yes, may 2 questions tayo. Isa kay Sis Anne, tsaka isa kay Brian. So, kay Sis Anne muna. So, regarding sleep, even if you sleep late pero nababawi ng tulog for 8 hours, is that okay? Tulog rin ang concern.
Okay. So, yan, tulog concern. Ayan. So, with sleep quality is king. Okay? Sleep quality. Yung hindi ka, walang mga kumakalembang, walang sumisigaw ng mga asawa. Joke. Ayan, sleep quality is king. Sometimes kasi, it's not with the length of sleep eh. So, with the length of sleep, kasi, kunyari, natulog ka nga ng 14 hours. Have you tried that? Natulog ng 14 hours, pero pagod ka pa rin after. Sluggish pa rin yung feeling. So, hindi siya sa pahabaan. Kaya nga, hindi ako naniniwala sa, nagpuyat ako this week, kaya buong Sunday, matutulog lang ako. Hindi rin siya good for you. Okay? Ayan, so even if you sleep late, pero nababawi yung tulog ng 8 hours, is that okay? That's okay. Kaya lang, di ba, minsan, yung dulo ng 8 hours mo, Sis Anne, baka umaga na. So, meron ka bang blackout curtains for that? Para hindi na-disrupt yung deep sleep mo. Yung mga ganyan. Considerations. So, okay lang siya. Merong, sino po yung next may question? Does coffee really affects our sleep? Okay.
How many cups suggested?
Ayan. So, Brian.
Oo nga. Anong klaseng coffee?
Personally, walang effect sa akin yung coffee. Kasi, merong tinatawag na threshold. So, for example, yung paracetamol, kaya hindi advisable na konting kirot lang magpa-paracetamol ka na. Kasi, merong threshold yung katawan natin na kapag ka sobran ka sa paracetamol, di yun na siya gagana. Dadating yung point na siya gagana. So, kailangan mo na palakas na medicine. So, same thing with caffeine. Nung college kasi, feeling ko na-meet ng threshold ko for caffeine. So, literal, alam ni TJ ito, my husband's here. Alam niya, nagkaya ko magkape. Like, literal, 15 minutes before bed. And then, sa ngayon kasi, yung mga studies about it, di pa siya ganun ka, what do you call this? Ka-straightforward. Kasi merong studies na coffee daw right before sleep, deepens sleep. Pero pag nag-coffee daw, and yung mga ganyan. Well, at the end of the day, merong specific effects sa katawan natin, yung specific na substance. And merong mga bagay na di mo masasagot in general. So ako, yung sagot ko lang. Kunyari, meron din akong, nag-vitamins ako. Pero merong tao na pag nag-vitamins siya ng gabi, di siya makatulog. So, sa umaga mo i-take. Parang ganyan. So, ako, pag gabi, kaya ako makatulog, mas better yung sleep ko pag nag-vitamins ako sa gabi. So, yun yung ginagawa ko. So, it's really up to you. So, kung alam mo naman na hindi ka makatulog, hindi na. So, iba-iba talaga yung effect. So, I can't answer for everybody. Yung coffee maker. Nasa bedroom.
Ay, oo nga, no? Lapit na. Wala kasing effect kaya nandiyan yan.
Pang bisita dapat. Kaya lang walang bisita. Tama, totoo. Okay, wait, meron pa. So, yung physical activity and last is meditation and positive thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So, our brain is very powerful. So, kung feeling mo matalino ka, sabi mo sa comment, sobrang talino ka. Okay. So, if you think matalino ka, then your brain is very powerful. And so, kung ano yung iniisip mo, your body manifests it. Okay? So, merong mga tao na pag iniisip nila, I want to die. Yung muscles nila sa neck, talagang nagka-cramps. Meron ding mga tao na parang, ayoko maging babae. Diba? So, anong nangyayari? Meron silang mga reproductive illnesses, nagka-develop sila ng mga breast cysts. So, ayan, sa Sis Anne, if you want to process mga ganyan, limiting beliefs, diba? Unhealthy, toxic beliefs, yan. Pwede nyo i-PM si Sis Anne. But, if you want to be healthy, you really need to katulad ng sabi sa talk kanina, we really need to raise our expectations and we really need to think healthy, think that we can do it. Okay, hindi pa na parang iniisip mo na agad yung obstacles. Kailangan nakafocus, kailangan na positive. Diba? It can happen, it will happen. God will grant you health if you just focus on it. Because kung gusto natin, yun yung binibigay sa atin. Okay.
Yeah, definitely agree. May isa pa tayong question. Okay to answer. Galing kay Sis Chona. So regarding hormonal imbalance, does it really affect cravings and how to best balance pag ganun, lalo na pag PMS na? Yeah. Oo, yung craving.
And so yung cravings kasi, it has something to do with the hormones in our brain. So parang, kung alam niyo yung oxytocin, 'di ba? Yung mga babies, natitrain sila na, okay, if I'm with my mother, I produce oxytocin, there's my loving feelings. So same din with yung hormones na in charge with excitability or serotonin, happiness hormones, ganyan. So, kung ano yung trinain mo sa brain mo, yun yung gagawin niya. Diba? Kasi merong subconscious patterns tayo eh. And kunyari, kapag upset ako, I will eat sweets.
Yeah.
And when I'm upset, lahat ng Mars, Reese's, Maltesers, come here. Come to me. Okay, so kapag ganun yung feeling mo sa sarili mo, every time you will feel upset, ganun talaga. Okay, kaya nga, meron tayong tinatawag na lower brain and higher brain. Okay, so totoo naman na hormonal imbalance really affects how we think. But then, we can power through that eh. So, syempre, meron din kaming emotion. For sure, me and Sis Marga also have our talagang really sad days na nag-give in. But then, mental training and then discipline. And you stock up your pantry with healthy goods, diba? Hindi naman yung sobrang milk chocolate to the max. So, sa fridge namin, ano dyan, kung may Tim Tam dyan, isa lang. Pero lahat, yung our raw dark chocolates na iba-ibang single origin, diba? So, part local. So, iba-ibang farms. Tapos lahat, parang 80% and up na chocolates. So, yun yung meron dyan. So, kung nagdrama ako, yung access ko is, diba? Parang, okay pa rin yung on hand ko ng mga na snacks. Yeah.
So, masarap
So,
siya.
your limit your access. Yeah, try mo. I love it. I love yung araw nung
Super good.
pandemic. Ano yan? One of my go-tos.
Treats.
Kapag, treats. Pero treats na healthier. Okay.
So, wala pa tayong bagong question. So, I think definitely a lot of it has to do with our mindset and how we look at things. So regarding that, what would you say about body positivity? Kasi like, for example, ako, and I think you've shared this as well to me before, like, may parang, alam mo, negative image ka for how you look, kahit kung like everyone says you're fit, you're thin, di ba, napakita ko rin yun sa'yo. I used to be very, very thin and I would tell myself parang hindi naman. And, you know, I had that very negative mindset. So how does that affect us, especially when it comes to our health and yung nutrition natin?
Okay. So body positivity, it's a term coined recently lang, diba? Because of the social media age. So if we watch a lot of mga documentaries about social media, in-explain niya na parang it's human nature to compare ourselves to others. Okay? So, pero before, we only compare ourselves dun sa physically around us. Like, kapitbahay, kaklase sa school. But then with social media, parang the world is at your fingertips. You're comparing yourself to, diba? You can compare yourself to almost anybody. That's why body positivity was coined. So, basically, it tells us na we need to love ourselves no matter what. Our worth is not tied to the number on the weighing scale or our waistline. So, mga ganun. But then, meron kasing, di ba, you cannot overdo anything. So, anything that is extremely, extreme body positivity, it can be negative as well. So, before, meron akong mga influencers na kinokomentan. Kasi, parang, okay, big sila, but then they are promoting big sila, kumakain sila ng parang yung 20-piece nuggets in the US, may mga ganyan. Tapos, parang, body positivity, you shouldn't say anything if I'm doing this. So, that's hurtful na. Kasi diba, siya, as an influencer, meron siyang platform to, diba, to affect change. So, imagine mo, if hindi na healthy yung ginagawa mo, and then you're pushing for body positivity, how are you affecting the younger generation, diba?
Yeah.
Yung ganong pag-iisip. So for me, it's okay, kahit nasa ang stage ka, kahit anong body mass index mo, love yourself because, you know, you're a gift from God, and you're given to your family, your friends. But never stop pushing for health, because when we keep ourselves healthy, that's how we also say, I love my husband, I love my kids, diba? I love my parents when I keep myself healthy. Kasi, syempre, sino ba yung sisimangot kapag ka nawala ka? Sino ba yung sisimangot kapag ka meron nangyari sa'yo na masama, health-wise? And sino din yung, diba, imagine mo, if I get sick, even if I will tell somebody na, oh, it's okay, you don't need to spend for me, do you think they will do that? Of course not. They will, diba, they will help you any way they can. They will help you financially. So imagine if trinay natin lahat maging healthy. Imagine if, even if, kunyari, naging obese type 2 ako. Diba? Kasi merong mga tao because of depression, diba? Because of mental health issues. Parang, yung mga gamot na binibigay for PCOS, mga steroids, ganyan. So, malaki talaga sila. But, kapag you use body positivity in a wrong way by saying, this is me, I have mental health issues, you cannot tell me to be you cannot cast me aside dahil ganito yung weight ko. Wouldn't it be more powerful if I have mental health issues and I have this medication that I know is making me heavier, but I am doing my best, diba, to empower myself. I'm still eating healthy, diba, yung kahit anong mangyari, hindi mo ipupush yung ibang tao na parang okay lang yan, parang sinasabi mo okay lang kahit diabetic ka, okay lang kahit hypertensive ka. At the end of the day, hindi diba? Hindi, kasi we want to keep ourselves really healthy and productive member of society. Ayan.
Yeah, super.
Char. Yes.
Charmy. Pero that was a very powerful statement. Totoo talaga. Especially like yung sa start pa lang yung impact nga, especially when someone has this platform to speak in, and then that's what you're saying. Iba talaga yung nagiging effect niya. Minsan iba rin yung way na tinitake ng mga tao. Diba? So, yeah, really powerful and good point for us to always remember nga. So, yeah. Ayan. I think yung next question naman, knowing and understanding all of this, ang usually kasi nagiging question is like, how can I do it now? I mean, parang marami kasi like na-overwhelmed, like, oh, nutrition or health or ganito or ganyan. Parang, what can we do sa current diet natin? Or like what you said kanina, yung things you have in your pantry, as parang in relation to that question also, what can you have in your pantry that would really fit that, na alam mo yun, ka pa rin, but at the same time, it's good for you.
Okay. So, since it's January, and even if we say, ba't kailangan January mag-start? Nandito tayo sa January, and it's a time for new beginnings. Okay, something that will help you anticipate what's about to come if you say yes to the journey of health is, wag kang mag-expect na 0 to 100%. Diba? Wala namang pinanganak tapos graduate na ng college. Diba? Diba?
Tama
okay,
naman.
we all go through a journey, and if you say, okay, I want to be fitter this year. Okay, so ka muna 0 to 10%, 10 to 20%, 20 to 30, yung mga ganyan. Ganun muna. And make sure it's your own journey. So, kunyari, sabi ko kay Sis Marga, accountability partner kita. Pero it doesn't mean na dapat sabay kami. Pag ganito yung weight niya, ganun na din yung weight ko. Hindi, di ba? Kasi kanya-kanya pa rin. But as long as you keep your accountability partner in that positive mindset na, okay, basta ka-faith lang. Dito lang tayo, di ba? It will happen. Okay, so Ayun. So, dahan-dahan lang. And kung napanood niyo yung Frozen 2, kumanta siya doon nung nandun siya sa 'di ba nung nandun si Anna sa sa cave, tapos parang akala niya hopeless na siya. Kumanta siya na, just do the next right thing. Just do the next right thing. That's all you need to do. Hindi mo kailangan, 'di ba, mag-introduce ng 10 new habits. Kahit 1 to 2 lang, 'di ba? 1 to 2 new habits. Actually, kahit nga hindi pa nutrition related yung first two. Imagine mo ba, if you just affirm yourself in the mirror every day, it will also affect your health. It will also affect your nutrition. Because if you tell yourself in the mirror, I love you, diba? I love you, you're so beautiful, you're such a blessing. Wouldn't you want to be healthy? If you tell yourself that every day, you would want to be healthy. Kasi if para kang nag-resign ka na sa life, pagising mo, it's so sad. Life is so drag, diba? Yung ginagrudge mo na yung day, then of course you will not make healthy decisions for your life. So, ganun, 1 to 2 lang. So, actually, personally, yung habits na nilagay ko is journal.
Yeah.
Tatlo lang, journal, tell loving messages to yourself. I love my body, I love this curve is so beautiful. And then, mga ganyan. Appreciate mo yung sarili mo. And then yung third, hydrate. Yun lang, tatlo lang. Wala pang calories dun eh. Wala pang micronutrients dun eh. Wala pang snacking dun. Yeah. So, dahan-dahan lang. And, ayan. Yun lang tayo.
Ako may mga nag-request kumanta din.
Next right thing. Ayan.
To follow na lang po daw yung cover niya.
What are your favorite pantry staples? Sige nga, pakita natin, Bro Brian, yung what are your favorite pantry staples? Ito si Morga. Kapag umattend ka sa reunion, tapos na kayong kumain, anong tatanong sa'yo ng host?
Gusto mo to ibaon?
Ano pa? Ano pa yung sige, pagkatapos nyo umattend sa Filipino kainan, sige nga in the comments, anong sinasabi ng host sa'yo? Pilipinas, ha?
Kain pa?
Kain pa. Or, sige, sirit na.
Sige.
Ang sinasabi ng host sa Pilipinas is, nabusog ka ba?
Yeah.
Nabusog ka ba? Nabusog ka ba? Sabi niya, sakto lang. Pag sumagot ka ng sakto lang, ang sasabihin niya, bakit mo binulsa yun?
Yung totoo, brother to, may nagsabi na po yan sa inyo.
Sinilid niya hindi, si Sis Ann nagsabi na nilagay sa handbag ni Sis Ann. So, yan, nabusog ka ba? Yun yung sinasabi ng host in the Philippines, which means, dito, food appreciation is more on quantity. Nasa dami. Diba? More than quality.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are my pantry staples? I love a full rack of spices in my pantry. Bakit? Ito, kung makaka-relate kayo, gusto nyo bang mag-travel? Diba? Tapos hindi na nakakapag-travel. So, because I invest in my spices, at least yung taste buds ko nakakapag-travel. Diba?
Wow.
So, if I wanna eat Korean, or if I wanna eat Korean, so I have sesame oil, diba? I go chujang, ganyan. If I wanna eat Italian, ang daming different herbs for that. If I wanna eat Mexican or Spanish, yan, merong paprika, konting cumin for Mediterranean. So, ganyan. So, if you will do something about your meals this year, focus on quality. Diba? Focus on quality rather than quantity. And, ano ba? Kung papasosyalin natin siya, sasabihin ko sa'yo, is, gawin mo sophisticated yung palate mo. Char, ganyan. Wow. Okay, so develop a sophisticated palate. So you are comforting yourself, you're satisfying yourself with quality of taste more than yung dami ng food. Kasi diba minsan, kunyari, imagine mo sa karinderya, minsan yung naaalatan talaga nila yung adobo. Kasi yung goal ng tao is dumami yung kanin. Pero diba, hindi naman siya kailangan. Hindi siya kailangan gawin. Diba? So, let's focus on the flavors that we can embrace.
Yes, yeah.
Oily ng bulsa ko.
Talagang
Uuwi ng pansit.
guilty sa pagbabaon ng lumpiang Shanghai.
Yan. Tama yung comments, Miss Chachi. Mag-uwi ka ng pansit, anong gusto mong iuwi? So, pero pag iisipin mo i-dissect mo yung question, bakit mag-uuwi ka pa kung hindi ka ba na-satisfy doon sa feast, doon sa kinain mo? So, parang ganyan. So, let's change our appreciation of food.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Ayan.
Tapos, siguro parang ako follow-up question lang dun. Na, like, short question lang. Kasi normally, parang when it comes to yung family gatherings and everything, yun nga, yung thought kasi minsan is, kasi social or parang it's out of my reach yung mga healthy ganyan. So, ano yung thoughts mo doon? Kasi, like, what you're saying, essentially, mga pantry staples, spices na actually anyone can buy sa grocery. Parang, pwede ka maghanap ng mura rin nun Doesn't have to be the fancy branded one, di ba? So, ano lang yung take mo doon? Kasi, that's a common reason din sometimes that they hear na reason bakit hindi nagagawa yon.
Okay. So, yung budget yung reason. Okay, so when you buy a spice, di naman parang bumbilin mo lahat ng McCormick sa grocery, di ba, agad? Di ba? Kasi kung binili mo rin sila lahat, hindi mo rin siya gagamitin eh. Di ba? Start ka lang ng 2 or 3 bagong spice. Kasi kunyari, yung mga Filipino spices natin, bay leaf, di ba? Salt, pepper, luya, garlic powder, garlic, ganyan.
Yeah.
So, start ka lang mag-add. Kunyari, sige, ito. Try mo muna thyme, tsaka rosemary. Yun lang. And then, explore what you can do with that. Ay, ang favorite ko pala ngayon, paprika. So, lahat ng minamarinade ko, lahat ng salt, pepper, paprika, sobrang sarap. It brings a different depth of flavor. Sure. Yan, ganyan. 3 muna kasi para parang ma-embrace mo talaga yung taste and you will know saan mo siya pwedeng gamitin. Kasi pag binili mo na din lahat, hindi mo rin siya gagamitin. So parang, meron, di ba yung mga spice rack ng mga, sa cupboard ng mga tita, puno pa, tapos expired na. Ganun eh. Pagka nakakakita ko ng spices sa mga bahay ng mga tao.
Expired na.
Expired na to, ba't puno pa? Kasi hindi rin, alam gamitin. So, siguro, binili niya lang lahat na excited. So, dahan-dahan lang. Ganun talaga. So, pero yung budget's really, a concern ngayon. Dami nagpo-post na mahal ng gulay, mahal ng mga...
Yeah.
So, if you can, explore kayo ng iba-ibang protein source. Protein is really important. So, kung gusto mo ng animal protein and gusto mo ng cheaper version, you go for yung ground beef, ground pork. Yan. So, yun. Kapag ka magmi-meal prep ako, pumibili ako ng 1 kilo ng ground meat. Tapos, iginigisa ako na siya. Tapos, ipo-portion ko. Tapos, 2 lang kami ng husband ko. Naka-portion na siya sa chillers, tsaka sa freezer. So, madali na lang. So, kung gusto ko gawin pasta, gusto kong gawin yung giniling na Filipino style, or gusto kong lagyan ng curry sauce, I can do that. And then, explore kayo ng another protein source na untapped is yung mga legumes or beans. So, imagine, anong alam na beans ng Pilipino? Anong alam ng Pilipino na beans? Munggo. Munggo lang yung alam na beans. Pero if you look at the grocery or kahit sa palengke, you will see merong black-eyed peas, merong kidney beans, merong white beans. Ayan. Diba? Explore nyo. Sobrang din yun. Marami rin magagawa.
Kailangan
like black bean burrito.
Explore.
Oo. Alam nyo ba yung nagpa-soup kitchen kami nung college, tas ang ginawa namin is Mongo burger. Pero so talagang plant-based talaga siya na patty. So yun, tas sabaw. Yun yung sa soup kitchen. And, diba, imagine mo ilan yung nagawa namin doon. Tapos magkano lang yung munggo.
Yeah.
Binoil mo lang, tapos minash mo lang, tapos flavor. Yun.
Sarap.
Sitaw.
Parang sounds really good. Ayan.
Yes.
So, I'm sure na a lot of, ang dami natin naging questions eh. And I'm sure marami pang
Thank you so
questions
much, everybody.
Oo nga, thank you so much everyone who continues to stay. So, ano naman, we're about to wrap up naman rin. So,
Mm-mm.
siguro yung last question na lang is, with everything that we've taken from today, probably the best question is how do we make it actionable? So, could you recommend an app that we could use to actually monitor our own progress? Yeah.
Ayan. So, itong, papakita, Bro Brian. So, ako, ito personally, itong ginagamit ko. Lose It na app. Okay? So, kapag ka nag-sign up, ito, hindi naman ako paid nila, pero ano lang, sinishare ko lang. Maganda kasi siyang gamitin. So, when you sign up, meron siyang questions na itatanong sa'yo. Isa-suggest niya din yung calories that you need per day. And when you put in yung kinain niyo dyan, pwede niyo rin ilagay yung weight, pwede niyo rin ilagay yung kung ilang beses kayo minom ng water in a day. You can also put yung exercise na ginawa ninyo. So, kahit sabihin mo pa na estimate lang yon, it's better than nothing. And kung meron akong motto about food, and if you will have, if you have a motto for eating and eating healthy is, eat wide awake. Okay, so naka-plaster yan sa walls ng salad stop. But then, that's the
Ay,
that's the
oo nga, no? Kaya pala familiar.
shortest message, motto na pwede mong sundan. Eat wide awake. Why? Kasi a lot of times, sobrang bilis ng buhay, sobrang bilis mo rin kumain, na hindi mo na alam na madami na pala, hindi mo napansin na naka-5 milk tea ka na pala this week. Kasi lahat ng nagyaya, lahat ng mag-scroll ka, uy, nag-Macau siya. Tapos gusto mo na rin. Ay, nag-gongcha siya. Gusto mo na, hindi mo alam, di mo na naisip kung ano, ilan na ba yung kinakain mo. So, this is, if you would commit to do something, so, pwede nyo na itong start. Pwede kayong mag-sign up doon. And pwede nyo kang yan, download nyo yan. Maganda yan. Maganda talaga siya. And makikita nyo dyan yung breakdown ng macronutrients that you eat. And as much as possible, dapat 15% comes from protein. 10 to 15% comes from protein in a day. Yan. So, kung may actionable, yan. Pwede nyo nang gawin. Marami siyang effects. Marami siyang benefits for you. Marami siyang effects. Kasi self-awareness is something you need to build. And if this can help you build that, yeah, winner tayo dyan.
Moto ko sa
Moto
food.
ko sa
Parang iba po yan.
Talaga.
Iba yung Ajinomoto. Ayan. So, going away from the Ajinomoto. I'm sure everyone here has learned a lot, has picked up a lot, and just as our coach has been saying, for this entire talk, talagang it really depends on each of us. Iba-iba rin tayo eh. So, I'm sure many of them have very particular situations as well, or probably more questions. Kasi nga, ang dami na nating questions ngayon pa lang. So, how can they actually reach you para if in case they have any more questions, clarifications, or actually want to have a consultation with you?
Okay, so show tayo ng slide. So if you have any more questions na hindi nasagot right now, or if you want yung individualized program for you, like kanina, nag-suggest akong elimination diet. Syempre, di ko pa din i-discuss yun here. Masyado siya mahaba. Okay, you can message me on my Facebook page, Julianne Malong-R&D. So Instagram, I'm JSR Malong. I have a website if you want to check out yung mga articles na sinulat ko doon. It's as practical as everything that you heard tonight. And then, that's my email address as well. And ito yan, guys. If you want to hear more from me, pwede nyo ring akong isuggest sa HR ng company ninyo, because I do a lot of talks for different companies. And yung HR ninyo, they're also looking for health-related topics, especially right now. We are in the middle of a pandemic. Ang daming nagkukuha sa akin to speak about immunity, about weight loss, about kahit anong topic na gusto nyo about health, you can have me. Yan. Ayan. So thank you so much, Marga.
I-screenshot nyo na, guys, para makontakt nyo si Julia. Ayan. So, or if ever message nyo ako, nandito lang ako sa mga nakakikilala sa akin, or message the page, we can definitely connect you to her if you'd like to reach out kung hindi nyo na save. So thank you so much again to Coach Julianne Malong-Amorado. Ayan,
Yan.
so
Hi,
we learned a lot.
Nanonood sila.
So, nanonood ng mga parentals and loved ones, tsaka iyong asawa.
Parental.
Ayan. So,
Yes.
thank you so much again. I'm sure everyone is definitely blessed. Grabe guys, yung talk from the worship to yung fish cracker session. I'm sure na lahat tayo busog na busog sa information and blessings. So, I'll already be ending the talk, Coach. So, okay lang naman. Kasama mo pa rin ako sa screen. So, I just wanted to give you an idea, guys. So, for next week, our fish cracker session, again, is about finance. So, look out for it, of course. And bagong taon na nga. And especially with the pandemic, a lot of us have been affected. So, how do we be financially blessed this year? Yan. So, thank you again, everyone. Please connect with us in our social media page, Feast Makati Legaspi, and you can further connect with us through our group page, Feast Makati Legaspi Friends. We're always looking to grow together with you. And I'd like to thank each and everyone again, all of the servants, everyone. So thank you again. And good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Marga, Brother Tosses, Anne. Thank you so much for inviting me. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.